Hey, good morning. Yes, it is. It's December 31st, New Year's Eve, and we got coffee. Going up to see the kids today. They haven't canceled yet, so it's still early, right? 10 to 5 here. Got all the Christmas gifts together last night. I got all the candy in all the bags. And I look over, and Sheba, my black German Shepherd, had got her nose in the bag trying to get a hold of a Reese's peanut butter cup. Before you dog lovers start saying, oh, no, no, them dogs aren't allowed to have it. Every dog I've ever owned has always had chocolate. Whatever I'm eating, they get, all right? And like at night, Shelby, before she'll go into her crate, after dinner, she gets a chocolate chip cookie. And Shelby gets one too. But Shelby sleeps in her crate. I call it a crate, you know, because she feels safe and comfortable in there. I've tried to break her of that habit because Sheba, the black one, sleeps in bed with me. And if the other one wanted to lay in bed with me, it would be fine. But she will drive you insane until you put her into the crate and lock it. It's like her safety net. So, I always say, whatever floats your boat, right? So I had to make sure that all the bags were up last night so Sheba didn't go reading all the chocolate. But normally, if you don't feed chocolate to a dog since they're a pup, don't. It'll give them the shits. Oop. Better buzz that word out, right? So I thought we'd wrap up the year with, how do you manage or cope with anger, betrayal, and revenge? Ooh, that's a topic, huh? Stick with me. So welcome back. So it's a big topic. And for some people, they've been going to therapy almost all their life trying to figure it out and still can't get rid of it. If you listen to what I say and you watch some of my videos, the first thing that comes to my mind, anyways, is when that takes place, you're giving your power away, okay, on how you feel about certain things. Now, I'm not saying that I have never been angry, resentful, feel betrayed, want revenge. Absolutely. This puppy's human. And back in my 30s, even my 20s, it's like, you don't want to screw with me, MEF, that I'll make sure I give you a whomping that you'll never forget. And that was the way I was, I was in your face, and, I would not tolerate it. I didn't know how to tolerate it. And what I didn't realize at the time was I was giving my power to someone else. It doesn't matter whether someone has wronged you or, betrayed you by trying to be best friends with you and then run to the people that you feel aren't your friends and telling them, stuff that you told them in confidence, and now you feel betrayed by them. Could be you had a failed marriage or relationship where you didn't see it coming, and maybe there was a third wheel, somebody else involved. And it could be, which I've seen happen. It happens to every family, including my own, is when it comes to, you think everybody is playing fair. when it comes to a death of someone close to you. And the will comes out. And now they're totally different when it comes to money. And the relationships that you thought you had with your family members, you find out, don't apply in certain situations, I guess. But this is less about them and more about you, okay? Because what I care about is you. And trying to get it so that you don't spend a lot of wasted time giving your power to somebody else. And I know it's hard for you to understand just yet, maybe. You're like, this guy's so full of, you know what, that he probably swims in it. Girls. But I've been on this earth long enough to know, hey, both of you, enough. I'm getting angered. Giving my power away to the dogs. No, they'll do that to me. But I've been on this earth long enough to have gone through a lot of these things. And I've had the chance to look back and look at what the effects were. That's the key. What were the effects or outcome? Now, you're probably saying, well, since you believe in God, you think I should just forgive them. Not necessarily. Now, if you're asking me, should you forgive them, inside, yes. But I would never forgive them if it was something really, really bad, And I've been around toxic people before that no matter how you try to, you forgive them and they do it right over again. You forgive them, they do it right over again. They will continue being who they are until they want to change. And I call them toxic people. And the last thing you need in your life is toxic people, okay? Now, you're going to have to encounter one or two, right? Because it's learning lessons. This is all about time, experience, and wisdom, right? How do you know how to deal with it unless you've had time where it's happened to you before? Experience how you dealt with it. And wisdom is what's the best way out or the best way clear of it in the first place. Okay. So if you're asking me, Eric, how do I stop feeling the way I am? I feel just so torn apart inside and angry all the time. And I just can't seem to let go. See, the first thing you have to recognize right there is I, and I, right? I can't. I have. It's all personal, okay? And I've known people, I've had friends that carried anger and resentment for years. And I will tell you, it destroyed them. It destroyed them. The person that was loving and caring and stuff, after a while of harboring that anger and resentment, it started coming out towards people that had nothing to do with what that person was angry and resentful for. But it started to change that person. And it will change you. I mean, it will start getting you to the point of where you're pessimistic about life, about people, that you start generalizing by saying, I can't trust any people, or all people are untrustworthy. All people, are just waiting to betray you, and that's not true, all right? So the first thing I want you to do is notice that it's I, okay? That's key. Because I means it's resonating within you. And here's something to help you a little bit with that. You know that person that you're so angry and resentful with that you have been for years? Do you think they thought even a little bit about your ass and all this crap? I guarantee you they didn't. Nope. A lot of times they haven't got a clue. So like, if I were to tell you that if you harbored this anger and resentment and looking for revenge for, let's say, a year, if I were to tell you that when that incident happened, you're the only one that continued holding on to it. Nobody else, just you. Okay? So, to me, that's wasted time. Because I've seen very successful people, very outgoing people, turn into totally different people after they get into this situation and they can't figure their way out. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, you need to forgive them. You know, as a Christian, I say forgive, but I'm not saying forgive them, go over talk to them and forgive them for what they did. Because they may not even have a clue they did it in the first place. All right? That's rule one. Two, I think that you do need to forgive them internally so that you can move on and lay it to rest. I'm not saying forget. I'm saying just internal forgiveness. And I am not going to let this consume my life anymore. I'm over it. I've got too much other things that I want to get done. And this is ruining my life. I'm done. Now what you've done is that you've forgiven yourself as well. And that's so very important, you know, forgiving yourself. Because depending on how long you've been stewing on this, resentment, anger, betrayal, you know, you have to forgive yourself for going down that path, okay? So that you can get better. We can't undo what has happened, right? You know, when we talk about revenge, we want to get revenge on someone. I'm totally against revenge, but I do believe in karma. And I do believe that things happen for a reason and that person will get theirs. Whether it's on this earth or whether it's the day of reckoning, right? But to you, it does you no good to harbor revenge or want revenge. It's not saying you're a bad person if you have that feeling. It's just saying nothing ever good comes of it. Okay? So what you need to do, you need to take all those negativity feelings and get rid of them. And for some, just replacing it with a positive versus a negative feeling when you think about things will gradually get you back. For others, they can kind of just give it a toss and be done with it, and move forward, live and learn again. If you're younger and you're going through this and you're frustrated because you don't know what to do, it's okay. All right? It's okay because you haven't had the time or the experience to gain wisdom on a lot of this stuff. But if I can help you get that wisdom quicker by saying, let it go, it's just destroying you. And be the better person. Be the bigger person. Now, don't get that confused with if someone says something. Let me see how I should put this. Gossiping. Okay, here's a good case of is that you become resentful because you found out that somebody had said something about you that was totally untrue. And I've always been the type of person that I'd rather go to the horse's head, the person involved, than the horse's ass, third, fourth, fifth person down the line that's added to it. And if it's a misunderstanding, just get it out and let it go. Agree to disagree. And, if this person never said anything such and is fourth person down before it gets to you, you can't hold the first person, even though they shouldn't be gossiping. But you have to be careful with gossiping. Gossiping is when you're telling things about somebody else because you like the drama. Being concerned and talking to other people about what's going on with you is something totally different. And they need to be treated differently. You can't get angry with someone because they're concerned about your well-being, right? They want only the best for you. But sometimes it gets construed so that it comes out wrong. And simply going up to that person and saying, what did you mean by that? And letting them know, it does bother me that you think that way, if that is the way they actually think, which most often is not the case. Because a lot of times we put words in somebody else's mouth when we're, chewing on the crap. So just be careful of that. If anything you walk away with today is, if you allow it to take place, you are giving the other person your power. And you're also taking it out on people that have nothing to do with the situation, that are important in your life, that you may in the process push away, and it will make it even worse. Okay? I'm not sure if you understand that. But if I'm a great person to be around and have been for years, and then I start going down this rabbit hole and I start becoming pessimistic, generalizing, not trusting anybody, what effect is that going to have on what the people around me that are closer think of me? What am I going to think about myself? Here I got all this family and friends that, think the world of me, and now I don't trust them anymore because of what this one over here did. You see how it changes you, and not in a good way. You need to just learn to, when something is said like that, bring it in, swing it around. And if they've said something that is and they're close to you, that is hurtful, ask them. If it's somebody that's, another kid in school that, is a bully or this or that, then just stay clear of them and not let it bother you one bit. Because I can tell you right now, people that are like that are toxic, love to watch you destroy yourself. They love it. And they love to watch you destroy other people. So just give that some thought. Time gets you experience, gets you wisdom. It's time today, if you've been chewing on this and harboring resentment, anger, betrayal, revenge for some time, pick today as the day that you let it go. Just let it go. And I'm not saying let it go for the person that has caused this onto you. I'm saying let it go and give yourself a break and forgive yourself for doing this for all this time and get back to the old you, because all your close friends and family miss you. They miss having you around, the old you, instead of the new pessimistic, generalizing, untrusting person that you have become by allowing it to continue. So on that note, you guys have a great Sunday. Be careful tonight if you're traveling on the roads or you're going out drinking and stuff. No driving. And just be safe. And let's celebrate the new year right. All right? So we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I will have a video out on the first of the new year with some new videos. And we'll catch you then. All right. Have a great day.